Hi guys, if you want to see this transformation, please keep on watching. So for my primer, I'm using L'Oreal True Match Blur Cream. I normally just use my hands to apply the product. And for my foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal Cushion Foundation in N3 Nude Miracle. For this particular look, since I was going for a more natural and glowy skin, I applied 2 layers and then another layer in the areas that I needed more, like the T-zone and then my chin, where all the redness and breakouts are happening. And of course, don't forget to extend the application to your neck just to make sure that you even out the color from your face to your neck. For concealer, I'm using the L'Oreal True Match Concealer in Fair Light. So I'm basically just dotting the product on my face, my under eye area, and then the spots where I have blemishes. And then using the cushion sponge to even out and spread the product. For my brow, I'm using the Perfect Brow Kit from Etude House. I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder to set my under eye area and my entire face. I do this so that it'll be easier for me to apply eyeshadow later on and then apply bronzer. So for eyeshadow, bronzer, blush, and highlight, I'm using this smaller palette from the Tarte Holiday 2015 Light of the Party makeup set. For my crease, I'm using the Dancer and Prancer shade on the palette. I'm just applying it all over my lid. And then for the outer corners of my eyes, I'm using the shade You'll Be Surprised. And to lighten up the eye area, I'm using the shade Wrap Up on the inner half of my eyes. And to make sure that there are no harsh lines left, I'm just using the brush and put a bit of the Dancer and Prancer that I used on my crease, and then basically just blending everything. And then for my eyeliner, I'm using the Sephora Long Lasting Kohl Pencil in deep brown. And then I'm gonna set my eyeliner using the You'll Be Surprised. So this is an additional step that I'm doing because I have a very oily skin, and if I don't do this step, definitely after a few minutes, the eyeliner will basically just spread all over my eyes. So this step definitely helps. And for my lashes, I'm using the NYX Stacked LL03 Clump Free Volume and Length Mascara. So I'm putting 2 coats on both my upper and lower lashes. For my bronzer, I'm using the Social Butterfly shade on the palette. And then blushed, I'm using Amazed from the palette and Pink Champagne to highlight. For my lips, I'm using the Maybelline NU37. This is from the So Nude collection. And that completes this whole look. Thank you all for watching. Till next time. Bye. Mwah.